let's get started for the first match of the final today between YODAYO and Mr.CHUNG. Rank 9 of the world and rank 11 of the world. Both enjoy the great culture of Japan as well. We have the Gani and the Kitian Dasheng pre-ban for both players. Very strong unit, and the Light Monkey being one of Mr.CHUNG's favorite. Firstly for YODAYO, which one is it going to be? It's going to be the good old Oliver taking it away from Mr.CHUNG. But we know if Oliver is on one side, Chiwoo might be the other. So we might be seeing some sort of Chiwoo Changpeng here coming out from Mr.CHUNG. He's thinking about it. Is he locking in the first turn or is he going second? He's gonna go for a Shizuka Gianna. A very different approach. Shizuka being not very popular in competitive matches due to how easily counter she is due to cooldown reset and a Juno as well. Gianna didn't really perform too well last game, missing almost all the bombs she could have done, but still being trusted by Mr.CHUNG. YODAYO going in with the Laura, the new age stripper for the LD Nat 5 department, and we have Vert getting picked up as well for more aggressive turn cycling coming out from YODAYO. So what is going to be the counter? Is Mr.CHUNG going to pick up a Juno here? No, it's going to be a Nikki and Tessarian coming out from the Juno. The Kauga family gaining so much popularity in SWC, and we're seeing the combination of both or the battle between these two LD Kauga so often. With a Changpeng getting picked up to counter the entire team of Mr.CHUNG, but we kind of need a Dark Robo potentially coming out from YODAYO to keep Mr.CHUNG team locked down. But a Wind Robo is pretty good too. No, it's going to be a Sagara to make sure that Shizuka will stay down nice and quiet with a cooldown reset. So last pick for Mr.CHUNG would be a Douglas, would be a Juno, would be Antares. Who knows? He might surprise us with some cool fire unit here, like the Vigor getting picked up by Eric B earlier. What does Mr.CHUNG have to surprise everybody in this tournament? Good old Hey Gang, I guess. And that's going to be to counter the Laura. So that looks like it's going to be a ban on one of the Wind unit here because they all have very strong cooldown reset. It's going to be the Oliver ban, it's going to be the Hey Gang ban, and YODAYO. If that Vert can move right after the Laura, Mr.CHUNG is in a lot of trouble. Here we go, guys. Who is going to take the control of the flow of the match? That is going to be the Gianna. But, oh, there's not a whole lot of will to stun. But she will stun regardless. But the Vert on Triple Revenge. Oh, Gianna proving to be not exactly the best thing to use. Missing bomb from one game to another. And we have the AoE stun. No revenge coming from the Vert. And the Laura with the violent proc. She's going to get the strip on the entire enemy team. And the speed bump allowing Sagar to go. And YODAYO is now controlling the match. Vert will counter, but Oblivion will be effective. But the good thing is Changpeng with the speed buff will lap, and the Laura with a slow debuff will further control Mr. Oh my god! Completely shutting down the entire team of Mr.CHUNG. I'm sorry. And the Changpeng is gonna shut down Mr.CHUNG's skill, and that might be GG. There's nothing that Mr.CHUNG could do. Gianna outgunned by Laura. Oh my god, what did I just witness? Sorry guys, choking a little bit right here, coughing too much. But we are moving on to round 2. Round 2 between Mr. Chung and YODAYO. Will we see a pre-ban on Laura and Nikki? We'll see a Vert and a Laura pre-ban. First pick for Mr. Chung. I would highly doubt he might go for the Oliver, guys. It's gonna be a very important first pick here. Is he going with the strongest win unit in the game? Or is he gonna go with Gianna? No, who am I kidding? Why would you pick Gianna again, ever? First pick for Mr. Chung. What is it going to be? Thinking about it, dropping the Oliver for the first pick. YODAYO gonna go for the second pick here. And is he gonna pick up a turn 1 team? Maybe a more into Chung Peng or more Ethna? Or is he gonna go for something entirely different this time? He's gonna go for a more Nephthys here, going in for the turn 1 position as well, getting ready for the control team. Mr. Chung has the option to go for Haegang and Praha for the mid-range, but he might go for the Chiwoo and potentially Virat if he wants to go for the turn 1 position. Or maybe Zibala. No, it's gonna go for the Kitian Dasheng here. YODAYO can either challenge him with a fast high base speed unit and a Robo for strip, or he can potentially go for the Juno Rakuni duo. Which position will YODAYO go? Top or bottom? He's thinking about it. Not sure which one to go just yet. He's gonna go for the middle position with the Haegang and the Changpeng here. Not too clear about going first or second, but potentially controlling the enemy altogether. So seeing this, are we seeing a Cigar getting picked up by Mr. Chung? No, he's gonna go for the turn 2, taking the Nephthys attack and go for the Veromos and Tetra. Ooh, that is very interesting here. He's all in on countering that Nephthys, but YODAYO has a last pick to counter these 2 picks here. And that could be a strong attack power reduction unit. And boy, there are so many of them in this game right now. Wind Robo, Charlotte, Cigar. There's so much attack power reduction coming out. Potentially a great damage dealer as well from YODAYO. And that's gonna be the Asher coming out from YODAYO. He really want to get that first turn, but is that the most effective against Veromos Tetra? So the Changpeng's gonna get banned. Oh, the Asher is gonna get banned. The Veromos gonna get banned, which means YODAYO will get to keep his Nephthys into pushback combo. But the Tetra is very good against Nephthys, and YODAYO team doesn't have any slow debuff, which is very bad against a Tetra, because one simple resistant Tetra can fix everything that Mr. Chung needs. Here comes the first turn from the Chiwoo. Cannot go for the strip. Will go for the skill 2 potentially on the Changpeng. Go for the Changpeng, forcing the Changpeng to take the first turn because the pushback would not be here to control the Tetra. Big stun from the Moor. Here comes the Haegang going in as well, but probably going to save it for later. Nephthys, will she drop the skill 2, knowing that it's not going to be effective for long? She will not. She will go for the silence. And Oliver from Mr. Chung is not going to stay down that easily. Controlling the Changpeng. And the Monkey also say hello to YODAYO. And controlling the entire team YODAYO as well. And GG! Mr. Chung forgot that he needs to stay down with the stun. So he might as well get a turn instead. Too easy for Mr. Chung. Too easy. And we're moving on to Game 3. If last game we saw despair from Drift, this game we're seeing violence from MR.CHUNG. Just kidding, we're seeing violence from MR.CHUNG in every game. So what will YODAYO do to counter this crazy violent proc from MR.CHUNG here? We shall find out in the next game. Round 3 between MR.CHUNG and YODAYO. That's gonna be the pre-ban on the Monkey, I'm sure, and potentially the pre-ban on the Nephthys as well. Or maybe it's gonna be a Monkey and a Verd pre-ban. It's time for MR.CHUNG to ban that Verd. But MR.CHUNG is not gonna first pick Oliver. He might be pre-ban Oliver. No, it's gonna be the Yeonhong and the Monkey pre-ban here for 2-player. YODAYO getting the first pick, potentially going for that secret Oliver first pick. Locking in the Oliver first pick. MR.CHUNG gonna go for the Chiwoo Ganny. And we're seeing the return of the Ganny Hathor in this particular match. YODAYO might be going for the high base Zibala into the Robo control team if he wants to go for that turn 1. What is he gonna go for? Locking in the turn 2 position with Juno Rakuni? Maybe a more Ethna. It's gonna be Asher and Gianna from YODAYO. A great choice for turn 1 stripping, potentially against MR.CHUNG. So MR.CHUNG seeing the Gianna might be going for the Haegang Wusa here to counter this Gianna first pick. And also locking in the Wusa Ganny combo. Gonna be the Haegang Wusa for MR.CHUNG, and YODAYO seeing this, he might be going for some sort of a Wind Dark Robo. Gonna lock in the mouse and the Rakuni, the good old combo that is good against everything under the sun. And last pick coming out from MR.CHUNG, is he gonna go for a Leo last pick here potentially to counter this mouse Rakuni situation? Is he locking in another speed lead and banning the Oliver? There are many things he can do in this position here. What will he go for? Is he locking in the Hathor potentially as well? Oh, the Hathor getting locked, which means it can be an Oliver or the Rakuni ban. I would say to secure the first turn, he will be banning the Oliver. And YODAYO will have a lot of problem between Haegang and Chiwoo. Not gonna lock in the Rakuni and the Hathor ban here. So MR.CHUNG will get the Ganny Wusa, but YODAYO get the Oliver Gianna. Here we go. First turn from the Asher, getting the boost, but Haegang is gonna hard counter this Gianna. What can MR.CHUNG do? MR.CHUNG is gonna lose a lot of HP on this. Oh, bomb landed on the Chiwoo here. Chiwoo is gonna be the main target. He's ignoring the entire team of MR.CHUNG, only focusing on the Chiwoo right now. That might be the best way to go for this because he can't really stun them. He can't really damage them. Might as well just go for the only thing that he could only touch. Here comes the Ganny looking for a target to reset. Gonna do that on the Asher, taking away the Asher's skill 3. And Wusa bring up the rear with the shield and the immunity and also a lot of damage with his skill 2. And remember, this is the best violent pro the Wusa can get because right after this, the Ganny can reset the Wusa for another round of shield and healing. Chiwoo going down, but this 3 is very annoying because Gianna is right now useless against this entire team. And the Wusa is doing so much work against YODAYO here, providing everything that MR.CHUNG will need. Losing Chiwoo is not a big problem, but Wusa will finally eat the first bomb from the Gianna. Get the bomb down on the Wusa, doing a lot of damage. Wusa return fire with a 2-turn sleep on the mouse to take away the main damage of YODAYO. The Oliver going in, controlling the Wusa. Ganny putting down the glancing, getting the dirty violent proc that he needs as well. Here comes the cry from Asher, healing the entire team. Here comes More control and damage from the Gianna and the Oliver. This Oliver is showing Mr. Chung that I know how to violent proc too. And Hey Gang dropping the triple despair stun. Oh my god, Mr. Chung is gonna take... Wait. He just... He triple despair stun and give up? I thought that... Wait. Why did he just... What happened? What just happened? Wait, he tripled his fast stun and just quit? Why? But, I mean, that was a little bit fast, don't you think? Oh my god. I don't know, man. Game 4 between Mr. Chung and YODAYO. Here we go. Man, he because usually when people quit, they will have like a couple seconds contemplating before they quit. Like, but that was a little bit quick. Mr. Chung, can you give me a heads up next time you quit? Come on, man. Can't do me like that. Game 4 between Mr. Chung and YODAYO. And we have the Laura and the Vert pre-ban. I want to see someone emote. You can't emote in esport competitive matches, right? That'd be funny. Here comes the Oliver, the Chiwu, the Monkey, and the Neftis, and the more. But remember last time what happened to this setup? The Neftis get completely countered by the Veromos Tetra last pick here. YODAYO finally switching up, using the best draft of them all, the Juno Rakuni. Here comes what is going to be the counter. Will Mr. Chung pick up the Vigor? No, just don't. Okay, Mr. Chung, don't. Never. Don't do it. You have many other water options. What will you go for? It will be Praha and Nikki. Mr. Chung team has no defense break, but does have a decent amount of damage. But lastly from YODAYO can potentially be another bruiser. Camilla and Meiho Wong, very good as well. And that's going to be a turn to position from YODAYO. But Mr. Chung does have a lot of healing, so that's going to be a Nikki ban. And maybe it's either Rakuni or Juno. They have to go. They have to go right now. If not, Mr. Chung's going to regret it so quickly. And that will be the Rakuni ban and the Nikki ban. So Mr. Chung will get the control, but YODAYO will get the Juno. And we saw what Juno could do to a man. Will we see that happen again? Here comes the first turn from the Chiwu gonna... Oh, the Juno first turn revenge. The Moore couldn't get any extra stun potentially from his Despair rune. Here comes the Monkey with a AoE control. Will he drop it on the entire enemy team? Giant's Net gonna catch them all, get everybody, but the Juno is still standing strong without a slow debuff, which means she will be taking a turn very, very soon. If this Juno stun everybody, this might be it. Mr. Chung, are you ready? Juno dropping a lot of damage on the Monkey, but not gonna go for the skill 2. Gonna go for the skill 1 damage instead. Praha is doing a lot of damage on this Meiho 1, but the Juno is not gonna go down easy as well. She's dropping a lot of heat on this Kitian Dasheng too. Both Monkey are being abused by both Oracle, but the Meiho 1's gonna get that heal and big damage on the Kitian Dasheng, but Praha has healing available. But that will give Juno a speed buff and a lot of damage output. Gonna go into the Meiho 1. Both are focusing on each Monkey, which one will fall first. And that might be the Kitian Dasheng. Oliver looking for a target to push back, but the unit he needs to push back are both fire, and he will not get it on the Meiho Wong. Or nothing will not be able to stop the Meiho Wong. But the Meiho Wong couldn't drop the Kitian Dasheng, and the Juno will have to do more work to deal with this monkey. But then Giant Net is gonna control the Juno attack bar. Oh, missed the Juno attack bar! The Juno has skill 2 available. Will she get rid of the speed buff? She will. And she will get a despair stun on the Oliver as well. The monkey on both teams are still standing strong. Meiho Wong might be going down. No, not going to go down just yet. The Kitian Dasheng cannot do it. Can the Chiwu do it? He has the opportunity to bring down the Meiho Wong, and that will change the flow of this game. Can he do it? He will go for the AoE. He will do a lot of damage, but not enough on this Meiho Wong. Even with the speed debuff, this monkey is extremely fast thanks to the passive. Get some attack bar reduction, and the Praha will come in between and kill this monkey finally. But the price is going to be heavy because Kitian Dasheng is in a lot of trouble as well of the Juno. Oliver trying to save him, but he couldn't. The all or nothing dropping the debuff, which means extra healing for the Juno as well. Juno finally go for that monkey. Nobody will stop her this time, even the Praha, unless she get the violent proc here. Can the Praha get the most crucial violent proc of SWC 2023? She will go for it, and she will not get it. Juno finally taking down the monkey and moving on to the next target. Moore and Neptune has been sleeping the entire time, not even knowing what is happening to this match because they just been busy sleeping. Now the Juno will change the target. If I were Mr. YODAYO, I'll be going for the Praha right now because the Praha is the main one, but gonna go for the Oliver. Get the stun, but the Praha is gonna get the turn and finally dropping the Juno. The Juno is gonna go down to the Praha. Get another violent proc as well. She has the sleep available and there's nothing to stop her. Oh my god, these two units is sleeping again. Neptus, wake up, buddy. You need to do some work. Here comes the turn. No violent proc. Chiwu dropping the attack bar further, and Oliver finally putting more cooldown reset on the enemy. And this Moore cannot do anything more but a simple basic attack. And the Praha will go for the Moore, and Moore will go down. Neptus alone with the violent proc, but the glancing debuff is gonna stop her from doing any real damage. And the Praha, GG, we are going to game 5. Who will win? The final ticket is going down to a game 5 between Mr. Chung and YODAYO. What is going to be the pre-ban here is definitely going to be Kitian Dasheng, and maybe, just maybe, it's going to be Kitian Dasheng and the Yonhong getting pre-ban here. First pick for YODAYO. Will he switch it up or will he go for the good old trusty Oliver? So far, whoever gets the Oliver wins. Right? Because they each get their turn to pick Oliver. Mr. Chung, Chiwu, and Gani maybe, but that didn't do too well last time. So maybe something else this time to shake it up in the very last game. And before we start this match, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and subscribe and like the stream. If you enjoy SWC 2023 just like I do, we have the same draft coming up from YODAYO and MR.CHUNG with the Asher for the boost and the Gianna for the control, which means MR.CHUNG would definitely gonna go for the Hey Gang, but will he go for the Wusa this time? Or maybe MR.CHUNG's gonna change and go for the Praha and the Nikki, which means he might be banning this Gianna. YODAYO seeing this might be going for a double robo setup to really shut down these two units. Or maybe YODAYO will go for Juno Rakuni, who knows? That might be a very good last pick as well for YODAYO. What is gonna be YODAYO plan? Robo? Zibala? No, it's gonna be Nephthys Laura. He finally bring out the Laura. Oh my god. In the very last game, we get to see a good old LD festival once again. And that's gonna be Nephthys Laura last pick for YODAYO. Going with a lot of strip into control here. So MR.CHUNG, Juno, Veramos, Tetra, which one? Pick one. And that's gonna be the Hey Gang to counter the Laura and the Gianna at the same time. So that's gonna be the force ban on the Hey Gang here, which means MR.CHUNG can ban out the Asher and steal the turn 1 with the Chiwu, potentially. What is it going to be? What mind game do we have here? It's gonna be the Gani ban. It's gonna be the Asher ban. So MR.CHUNG might get turn 1 and YODAYO has a lot of problem with his Hey Gang here. That is not looking too hard right now. First one belongs to the Laura, but she can't strip. She can go for the stun though. She will get the stun on the Chiwu. Gianna dropping the bomb on the Chiwu as well. She will be the first target to go. Will she go for the strip? She doesn't have to, because that doesn't really do anything anyway. She will anyway, maybe disturb the attack per order, but she stripped too well and got everybody, and the attack per order didn't change. Here comes the attack buff. Oh my god, that damage. Here comes the strip from the Hey Gang as well, and the Praha sleep to follow up after that, potentially. And he get the glancing on everybody he needs, and Praha has the sleep available. Is she gonna go for it? Because if she doesn't, she's gonna get reset by Oliver anyway. Get the sleep going, miss the Oliver though. And right now, this Nikki is gonna be very scary for YODAYO. YODAYO lost half his HP already. And the sleep coming out from the Chiwu, shutting down the biggest contributor to this game, the Oliver. So who's gonna control Nikki and Praha now? That is not looking good, because this Nikki might be going absolutely crazy. Here comes the first sleep potentially coming out from Nikki. Who is it gonna be? Is it gonna be Laura? It is gonna be Laura. No sleep coming out, and the Nephthys need to get the Violent here to get the skill 2 going strong. Is he gonna save it for a Violent proc? Gonna drop it anyway. Doesn't get the Violent proc. Get a lot of silence. Oh, the Despair stun from the Hey Gang. But the bomb is gonna land on the Nikki. Good damage on the Nikki. No more healing for this Nikki, and the Praha doesn't have any healing as well. Nikki, if you proc, you die. If you don't, you also die. What do you have right now, Nikki? It's not looking too good for this Nikki right here. Last turn for the Nikki. Get the turn, but couldn't really sleep the Gianna. Chiwu, can you get the 2-turn sleep on anybody here? Because the Laura skill 3 is ready to go, and you don't have the HP to tank that. Nikki is gonna go down. Praha gonna get silenced, and Laura gonna drop the Guardian Angel. Oh my god! She cleaned the house of MR.CHUNG, and there's nothing left to do but raise the white flag, because YODAYO will be going on to the APAC Regional Cup. Oliver sealing the deal with the reset cooltime on the Praha. GG! MR.CHUNG will not succeed in his comeback, and YODAYO will take this game home. GG! My prediction is all gone!